Parlay King Sports. This is the Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford breakdown and prediction. Now, when I went back and I'm judging this fight off the last 5 opponents that both of them have fought. We're going to start with Terrence Crawford. His last 5 opponents: David Abanesian, Sean Porter, Kell Brook, Kavaliauskas, and Amir Khan. David Abanesian, never heard of this guy in boxing. As far as is like a serious contender. Never heard of the guy. Sean Porter, he was washed up. He was past his prime. He was already in retirement mode when he signed up to fight Crawford. So I discredit that because Sean Porter didn't put his all into that fight. Kell Brook. Some say Kell Brook was washed up too. Got broken down by Spence, got broken down by Triple G, been in a lot of wars, and he fought Terrence Crawford again. He was in retirement mode. Kavaliauskas ain't shit because he lost to Terrence Crawford and then he fought Ortiz and got KO'd. Ortiz KO'd Kavaliauskas. He got him up out of there on some fast shit. So I got to discredit that too. Amir Khan was washed up. Been knocked out by Canelo. He got stopped by Kell Brook. I mean, Amir Khan was washed. Now I'm going to look at Errol Spence's last 5 opponents. Eudenis Ugas, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia, and Carlos Ocampo. Now, when Spence fought Sean Porter, that was the undefeated Sean Porter. That was the best Sean Porter. He went through a rigorous training camp for that fight. And it showed in the fight. He put up a good fight. It just wasn't enough. So he got broken down. Mikey Garcia, he got outboxed. But Mikey Garcia is a great opponent to be fighting. If you're looking at resumes, Mikey Garcia could beat everybody on Terrence Crawford last 5 opponent list. David Abanesian, Sean Porter, Kell Brook, Kavaliauskas, and Amir Khan. Danny Garcia can beat all of them. And then Carlos Ocampo. Carlos Ocampo was 22-0 when Spence fought him. But as I look at this fight, and I'm trying to break everything down, I just feel that Top Rank did a great job with Terrence Crawford. Bob Arum did a great job with Terrence Crawford. He kept him out of danger. He kept him out of serious danger. He really wasn't in no major wars. Everybody he stepped into the ring with he was bigger than. He had either a height advantage or a reach advantage, and he was bigger than them on fight night. So he had all those advantages working in his favor. But the downfall to it is Top Rank, they basically like kept him out of danger. While all the killers at 147 was at PBC. And for you to be coming off of fighting David Avenesian, going straight into a Earl Spence fight, your opponent selection in your last 5 fights, that shit gonna show in this fight. You ain't got no killers as far as Crawford. You ain't got no killers on your record. I don't see no Hall of Famers that you done fought. Maybe Sean Porter get into the Hall of Fame because he loved ass kissing the WBC and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sean Porter, one of them the house Negro and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what Sean Porter is and shit. The house Negro. You know, he liked to smile and kick it with the WBC, even though we know the WBC are crooks. They all about the money, as you can see with Tyson Fury fighting in Gandu. He fighting a boxer. Where dude ain't even a boxer, dude, an MMA fighter coming over here to fight a boxer. Man, Tyson Fury is the biggest, softest boxer I done ever seen in my whole fucking entire life, man. But this ain't about Tyson Fury. Fuck Tyson Fury. We ain't even worried about that motherfucker. We ain't watching nothing. We gonna stream every fight of Tyson Fury's fight. We ain't paying for shit. But we is gonna order this fight with Spence and Crawford. We already ordered that. It's already locked in. And I'm looking at your last 5 opponents, Crawford, and this shit ain't stacking up, man. It's not stacking up at all. My final prediction, I think Spence is gonna either KO or TKO Crawford within like 9, 10, or 11 rounds. I think Crawford gonna get stopped. I see him getting beat down like you guys. I'm just saying your opponent selection. You can't tell me your last 5 fights got you ready for an Earl Spence fight, and I just don't see it, man. When I look at Crawford, he still got a small frame. Like he still looks small to me. He don't look like he fully grew into the 147 division. It looked like he could still make 140 right now. That's how small Crawford looks right now. And on fight night, Spence is going to be a motherfucking tank, a middleweight. While you coming up in there, Crawford, as 140, 143, 144, you going to come in small. You're going to have some advantages early in the fight. You're going to have moments in the fight, early in the fight. You're going to have your moments. But I say after round 4, and they get to round 4, round 5, round 6, round 7, round 8, it's going to be known that Earl Spence is the better fighter because he done fought the better competition. Hands down. Hands down. Fought the better competition. So I'm picking Spence by stoppage, rounds 9 and 10. I think Terrence Crawford team, Bo Magnum, I think they're going to throw the towel in. They're going to throw the towel in. Shit. And what people need to realize, of course, Bo Mac going to say all that shit. He's selling the fight. He's supposed to say it's going to be easy and all this and all that. He's supposed to say that. He's selling the fight. What he's supposed to say? Oh, this going to be a hard fight. We're going to get knocked out and we scared and all that. Bo Mac is selling the fight. Everybody who talking about the fight is selling the fight. So I don't understand why people get mad when they ain't doing nothing but selling the fight. That's all they doing is selling the fight, man. I know what's going to happen July 29th. Spence is going to beat Crawford the fuck down in that motherfucker ring. Either his corner going to throw the towel in or he going to get knocked out in the ring. But it's going to be a one-sided beat down. And you know what else is going to happen? This was going to happen. After Crawford get knocked the fuck out, but you going to get beat up first, right? You know what I'm saying? Spence going to beat him up first and then get him up out of there and shit. But after he lose this fight, Crawford is going to retire. He going to retire. I see it in his eyes. Crawford is going to retire when he get this ass whooping. He would not activate that rematch clause after he get this ass whooping. He ain't going to go back in there for a round 2. He ain't going to do that. He going to take his loss like a man. After he get his ass whooped, he going to say, I lost to the better fighter. He the better man. And he going to retire. Because Crawford ain't going to go back up the ladder again. He at the top right now. When he lose on the 29th, all that shit going to come crashing down on him. He going to come back down to reality. This is going to be your first time in the ring with a killer. And this killer is a big killer. Big boy. Tenth round TKO or KO for Spence. It's the end of the road for Crawford. This is his last fight. He will retire. He's 35 years old. He ain't gonna want to go back up the ladder. That means he's gonna have to go fight Boots, Stanlionis. He got to go down there and fight all them young lions to get another shot at the title again. And I don't see him doing that when he's 35 years old. That's why he wanted the money, because he knew I ain't gonna be able to beat this guy. So I might as well get paid. I might as well get paid for taking this ass whooping. Yeah, you probably won on the negotiations as far as the money side, but you're gonna lose in that motherfucking ring, and that's gonna be on tape forever. You in Top Rank kept you out of harm's way so you can get to the fight like this. They did their job. They didn't put you in there with, with a killer. Like, they didn't put you in there with no killers. They put you in there with people that look like killers, but they wasn't killers. But they did their job. So you should salute Top Rank for doing their job. They got you undefeated by fighting all these mediocre, past their prime fighters. But it's going to catch up with you July 29th. You will get the beating of your motherfucking life, July 29th. And then that's going to be the last time we're going to see Terrence Crawford in the ring. He going to retire. He ain't moving up. He ain't moving up. He ain't going up there to no 154 fucking around with no goddamn Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu are doing the same motherfucking way. And he way bigger than Crawford. So Crawford is going to retire after this fight. After he get his ass whooped, he going to retire. He going to retire. I'm telling you. I'm calling it now. Go Parlay King Sports is calling it right now. Terrence Crawford will retire after this fight. He would not activate that rematch clause. Not after this ass whooping. He ain't going to want to get back in that ring again. He is not going to want to get back in that ring again. And only person that you could blame is Crawford and Bob by you fighting all these mediocre motherfuckers. David Avenesian, Sean Porter, Kell Brook, Kavalauskas, and Amir Khan. Come on, man. No Hall of Famers. Like I said, Sean Porter might make the Hall of Fame because he an ass kicker to the WBC and shit. So he might make the Hall of Fame. But the rest of these motherfuckers, I ain't even heard of Kavalauskas after he got knocked out by Ortiz and shit. Never heard of him again. Amir Khan, he retired. Amir Khan was weak. Amir Khan was weak as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have, man, Crawford could have fought. He could have fought Danny Garcia. He could have fought motherfucking Gas. You know what I'm saying? He had a chance to fight these guys. You could have fought Boots Ennis. Like, you ain't want none of that smoke, man. You ain't want none of that smoke. Y'all waited until y'all got this fight right here because you knew this is the fight that's going to send you in retirement. You getting that retirement money in this fight right here. You going to retire. I know you going to retire. I see it. I see it in your face. Every time I see you at a press conference or you talking on the mic, it got retirement written on your fucking forehead, Crawford. I see retirement on your forehead. It's coming. You already done put it in. But you won't, it ain't gonna be set in stone to after you get your ass whooped. After you get your ass whooped, they gonna ask you after the fight, well, Crawford, you do have a rematch clause. Are you gonna activate it? And he's gonna say, I'm gonna go back and talk to my team and see where everything stand, and we'll get back with you, whatnot. That motherfucker he is not gonna motherfucking activate that rematch clause. Spence gonna move up to 154 and he fuck around and fight Tim Tszyu. He gonna fuck around and fight Tim Tszyu and shit, and he gonna beat Tim Tszyu up there at 154 because Tim Tszyu ain't got no motherfucking defense. So I see that being an easy fight for motherfucking Spence. Easy fight for Spence. But like I said, I got Errol Spence by TKO or KO in 9 or 10 rounds. If this fight is not going the full 12 rounds, it's not going the full 12. Everybody say, well, they all say, well, Terrence Crawford, he take like 3-4 rounds before he get to download all the information. He'll wait 3-4 rounds to download all the information, and then he'll start going to work and shit. See, this the wrong type of opponent. Spence ain't gonna let you sit back and download the information and shit. You're gonna have to get out there and motherfucking fight. Ain't gonna be there ain't gonna be no sitting back for 2, 3, 4 rounds and shit, then turn up. Nah, you're gonna have to turn up in round one. The pressure gonna be on you from round one. And we ain't talking about no reckless pressure, coming straight down the line and all that shit. Now we talking about strategic pressure, strategic jabs, body work, headshots. Man, I'm telling you, man, Spence, this motherfucker, he out there hitting like motherfucking gorillas. When Crawford feel that motherfucking power, he gonna be like, damn, I done got my ass in some shit tonight. The only way this fight goes to full 12, unless Crawford got a motherfucking real good chin. That's the only way this fight go 12. If Crawford got a motherfucking you better have a goddamn you better have a motherfucking tank chin, motherfucker, on fight night. Your chin better be built like a goddamn tank. Because if your shit anything unofficial, you will not finish this fight on your feet. I feel that chin gonna get tested early, often, and throughout the whole motherfucking fight. This is a bad matchup for Crawford, man. Like I said, you got paid because you about to go on retirement. You about to go on retirement. I know you about to go on retirement. See, other people don't know you going in retirement, but I know you going in retirement. That's why you got that payday. You like, nah, I need that payday, man, so I can retire. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna retire. I sold my belt to motherfucking Spence for the highest bidder, and I'm gonna retire. I'm leaving this shit away. I'm gonna retire. I got my money. Go back to motherfucking Nebraska. You go back to Nebraska, and you'll be a hero in your old city. But the whole world will saw you get your ass whooped, and you're gonna have to deal with that for the rest of your motherfucking life. But ain't nothing you can do about it because you can't beat him. So I'm glad that you stepped up to the plate with that belt. But Spence gonna get off into your ass July 29th, man. You will retire. You about to be in retirement. Spence about to send your ass in retirement. You're gonna see Crawford. He gonna retire. I'm gonna say about a week or 2 weeks or a month after the fight. He gonna announce his retirement from boxing and shit. Watch. Mark my words. He will retire after this fight. So the betting odds, they got Spence as a plus 135 underdog, which is lovely for me. Lovely for me. I'm glad that the house is picking Crawford to win the fight. I'm loving it. More money for me and more money for anybody else that's backing Spence. This is free money, man. If you don't get this money, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. Crawford is a minus 170 and Spence is a plus 135. Now, if I was a millionaire, I would drop $1 million on this shit, man. If I was a millionaire, Bill Gates, or a dude who owned Tesla, Elon Musk, the dude who owned motherfucking Facebook and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The millionaires like that. If I had money like that, I'll drop $1 million on Earl Spence right now at plus 130. You might get better odds if you was in Vegas and shit. You might get better odds. They might have a plus 140 out there for you and shit. But if I had $1 million, I would drop it all on Spence just to win. Fuck all the KOs, TKOs. Drop $1 million on Spence just to win the fight. That's how confident I am in this fight. Very confident. 100% confident that Errol Spence will get his hand raised after the fight. And Terrence Crawford is going to retirement. Make sure you get with me on my college football parlays, NFL parlays, 51 days before the NFL, week 1, 39 days until college football. Make sure you get with me. I'm on a winning streak in Major League Baseball right now. Get with me. It's great days right now. Great days. Spence, winner over Crawford. Crawford retires. That's my breakdown. That's my prediction. Let's get it, man.